Hi friends, my name is Katie and I'm a Youth Services Librarian at the Spokane Public Library. Welcome to Storytime. We are going to start this story time with our hello song. Hello friends, can you get your fingers ready? Okay. Hello friends, hello friends, hello friends. It's time to say hello. Hello, hello, hello. Today is the second day of the month of February, and the month of February is Black History Month. So at the library, we're celebrating Black History Month in a variety of ways. There are some programs, and there's some really great book lists that we've made. You can find that all on our website, on our blog, if you're interested in doing that. And I have today a story, it's called Harlem Grown. So this isn't really its current history, and this is actually a nonfiction book, which means that it's real. This really happened. The story in this book actually happened, and it's written by Tony Hillery, who is this man here. So he wrote a book about creating this community garden in Harlem, and Harlem is a traditionally Black community in New York City. And so they're kind of celebrating the culture and the community there, and that's what this book is. Plus, we get to see a garden being grown, and maybe you have a garden at home. So this is Harlem Grown by Tony Hillery and illustrated by Jessie Heartland. Really cool end pages here. Some drawings. What do we see? Bicycle, broccoli sign. This looks like a hose. Good things for a garden. Right. How one big idea transformed a neighborhood. Harlem Grown, written by Tony Hillery and illustrated by Jessie Heartland. What do you see here? Looks like a city street. Different things. It says, once in a big city called New York, in a bustling neighborhood called Harlem, there was an empty lot. See the empty lot here? When we look along this is some kind of famous stuff in Harlem. The Apollo Theater, there's a soul food place, a deli, and this may be my favorite, which is the New York Public Library Schomburg Center. So the Schomburg Center is the Center for Research of Black Culture. So that's pretty cool. New York Public Library. But we have this empty lot over here. There was an empty lot. Nevaeh called it the haunted garden. It was cluttered with wrecked couches, old TVs, broken bottles, and empty cans. Doesn't really seem very nice. Once, in a big city, in a bustling neighborhood, there was Nevaeh's school. PS 175. It was called, and it sat across from the haunted garden. The school bus. Their schools are in the city. So this is PS 175, and here's our haunted garden. One day, a man came to PS 175, Mr. Tony, the kids called him. Mr. Tony saw these kids in that haunted garden, and he had an idea. What do you think his idea is? He began to clear the haunted garden, one piece of trash at a time. Look at all these folks working together to clean that haunted garden. Not be much of a, trash pile anymore. There's a garbage truck right here. It says, "Don't litter, throw it away." Soon it was a clean slate, a blank canvas. You ever heard that term before? A clean slate means you're starting fresh, like when you have a fresh piece of white paper that you can draw anything on. That would be a clean slate or a blank canvas. Mr. Tony laid down new, clean soil. He invited Nevaeh to help. Seeds, shovels, water, these are all the things that he used for the garden. We see the seeds, we see some mulch, we see some organic fertilizer, some topsoil, a nice hose. Those are all good things to have for a garden. Nevaeh started to plant. Then she dug holes in the ground. Into the holes she placed her seedlings, and then she carefully covered them with dirt. And this says how to start a seedling. So they're all pictures. You can see how to start a seedling. So first, she dug a hole in the ground and she put the seed in. And number 2, she covered that seed up with some dirt or some topsoil. Number 3, she took that hose and she watered it. And number 4, she watched it grow. So those are how to start a seedling in 4 steps. Good one. Nevaeh, her friends came too. 400 seedlings went into the ground, 1 for each kind. And we have some herbs over here. We have basil, mint, cilantro, and rosemary. You can see all the things they are planting in this community garden. Then the kids weeded and weeded, and their plants began to grow. Once when Nevaeh came to the lot after school, her plant was wilted and sad. "We'll try again," said Mr. Tony. "We'll plant something different." It's good to try again. If something doesn't work the first time, maybe try it again a different way next time. Wood, hammer, nails, Mr. Tony built raised beds for the plants. The kids tried again. Peas and broccoli, mint and eggplant. They watered and weeded. And at last, tomatoes, cucumbers, peppers, blueberries, strawberries, collard greens, kale, basil, arugula. Look at their garden. It has grown. Success. You can see all these fruits over here, or we have the cucumber and some peppers. That's an eggplant. This looks like some sort of melon. We have some corn, and I think this is a squash. Mr. Tony watched and helped and smiled. More kids came from the neighborhood. They tended their plants, which grew and grew, and up came more fruits and vegetables. The kids took their green beans and carrots and cucumbers home to their families for dinner. You see how Nevaeh is helping make dinner? Looks like she's making a salad right there. A cookbook. Once in a big city called New York, in a bustling neighborhood called Harlem, there was a man with an idea. There were kids who wanted to help, and they made a farm. Look at how that haunted garden is now this farm in the middle of Harlem. It looks really cool. I want to go to that farm. The end. And this in the back, it gives a little bit of story about Harlem Grown, which is the name of the garden. And you can actually go, they have a website, which is harlemgrown.org if you want to find out more. And here is Mr. Tony, a picture of Mr. Tony and Harlem Grown. So he talks about how he didn't know anything about gardening, but he knew that he wanted to engage the kids in the neighborhood, and he saw this opportunity and he took it, and now he knows a lot about gardening, and he also is engaging kids all across the Harlem community. So it's a pretty cool story. And so if you want to learn more, you can go on their website. And this also gives you tips on how to start a garden anywhere, and some additional resources for both kids and adults and anyone who wants to start a community garden. Back to our end pages. You can see all the folks who are working on that garden. So that was Harlem Grown. Okay, everyone, we are at the end of story time now, which means I'm going to push you away just a little bit. Whoa! Ooh, I almost tipped the computer over. We're going to get our alligator arms out. Okay, ready? Boom, boom, see you later. Later, alligator. After while, crocodile. Bye for now. Boom, boom, see you later. Later, alligator. After while, crocodile. Bye for now. Boom, boom, see you later. Later, alligator. After a while, crocodile, bye for now. Bye-bye, friends. Thanks for joining me for Storytime today. I will see you next week.